What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 best used handgun pickups I've ever found. We're going to talk about their prices, why I bought them, why it was an amazing deal, and so on. But one thing I want to say is I like that my channel grows slow and steady. One thing you'll realize over here is the stuff I say, a lot of people give me crap for it, but you'll realize it ends up being honest and real a lot of the times, right? I've talked about this handgun a lot. I've gotten a ton of crap for it. Everyone says it's bull crap, it's a Ruger, it's crap. No, this is a solid Ruger. This is the pinnacle of Ruger. This is when they had awesome finishes, great triggers. I mean, the trigger on this is an absolute beast. This handgun is great. But nobody likes it, says it's junk, it's not optics ready. But Honest Outlaw put out a video yesterday, and all of a sudden it's the greatest handgun. It is what it is. This is not going to make the top 10 list, but I actually bought this used a while back. But my very first handgun was an XD. My second handgun was a Ruger EC9S. My third handgun was a used Ruger SR9C. And I really started to like this, and that's what led me into wanting to get a Glock 26, because this was Ruger's direct competitor. I've been talking about this handgun for years, since I've been on here. I've carried this handgun for a long time. I absolutely love this thing, but no one listens to me until someone else says something. It is what it is. That's how I do it over here. Slow and steady, guys. Anyways, I'll show you an awesome pickup that I have done some things to. Glock 27. Look how good of condition it is in still. It's unbelievable. Now, this isn't my carry 27. This is more of, fun range toy, and just to trick it out, make it look nice. But I couldn't pass it up. It has this finish on it, which is sort of rare with the Glock 27 Gen 3s. And on top of that, there was nothing wrong with it. They let it go for $300. You know why? Because nobody likes subcompacts. So I got myself a Glock 27 for $300 out the door. It was $300. I asked for $25 off to cover tax and the local range before they got ridiculous, which I'll touch on a little bit in the video. Before that, they would give you stuff like that. When you spend a lot of your own hard-earned money with them on a used handgun, they used to give you deals when you're spending big money with them. Now they don't. But I picked this up, got it for $300 out the door, and oh my goodness, it's a steal. And everyone overlooked it because it's in 40. But look, all you got to do is get a conversion barrel, and you have a 9mm Glock 26. It's reliable. It'll never let you down. So I had some extra money to trick it out, throw some matching stainless steel stuff on it, make a cool little build. And it's been 100% reliable. Next up, the Beretta PX4 Storm. Shout out to my buddy Heg. This is not the rotating barrel one, but he told me it was used, so I went to this place that has a lot of used handguns, and it was under the used, section, right? But look, still, I've shot this thing. I've carried it in a holster. Nothing wrong with it. I have a scrape here. Who cares? That's what it's for. Nothing wrong with it. It is the subcompact, so it's right up my alley. 13+1 fits in my hand. Has a really cool base plate that just folds open, so you can get full 2.5 finger contact. Smooth as can be. Even without the rotating barrel, this thing has zero recoil. It's single action, double action with a cocker. I mean, this thing is just a beast. I love this thing. I love this handgun. This was $325. Unbelievable. Now, the best steal for the price, this is for the price, right? Not my favorite pickup, but for the price, this is it. And on top of that, this has become something that I'm going to start carrying this winter. The XD9 Compact. The XDM9 Compact, right? This thing is a beast. I used to have the Elite version. This thing is just awesome. $200. I'm not kidding. $200. Fiber optic front sight, white rear 2-dot sights, stainless steel mag, and it also came with a 19-round mag. One thing a lot of people don't know about this handgun is you can use a 35-round mag in it, making it for a total of 36 rounds. Yes, it looks ridiculous, but this is America, so I bought one. Of course, you got to. It's a blast mag dumping. Look at the condition it's in. This is all me, too. This is all holster wear and me from training. Look at that. $200. Since then, I've put over 1,000 rounds through it and not a single hiccup. Shout out to my buddy Hank. Next up, one of my favorite handguns still to this day, and I carry it a lot. People get down on you about capacity, about 40 Smith & Wesson. Remember, you can always convert 40 to 9. You can never convert 9 to 40. Simple as that. You can also convert it to 357 SIG. Look at this. Performance 1.0 Performance Center. I actually got this for myself for my birthday. $300. I got this from Bud's Gun Shop used. $300. I don't care what condition it's in. This thing is a beast. This is my flattest shooting 40. It's flatter than like my Glock 27 even, which is crazy. It's flatter than my Glock 23. Don't believe me? Pick one up and use it for yourself. Don't just type about it. Go buy one. Go rent one. Then come back and tell me, yep, I agree. I have videos of me shooting this thing. It's ridiculous how flat it is. So when you throw a Mag Guts kit in there, you now have 7+1. So 8 rounds of 40 and a little pocket pistol, a little thin light carry, a dog walking pistol. I love this thing. It's a beast. It is a performance center, so it has that awesome hinge trigger on it. Not a fan of the hinge trigger, but I am the performance. Next up, this one is a gem right here. Springfield Armory XD subcompact. The grip zone in 45. That grip zone. Yes, the grip zone. And my buddy actually told me, which is funny, is I made a couple videos, obviously making fun of it and singing that song. But I am pretty good at it. It's pretty catchy. My voice is trash, but it's catchy. And he said, someone told me that at a local gun store, someone was singing that song that I made. And then someone heard it and chimed in. So I just thought that was awesome. Thought it was funny. Sort of cool how the gun community comes together on stuff like that. Well, this didn't have any marks on it. Nothing. All the barrel wear and everything is from me. The thing was flawless. $325. Ridiculous. $325 in my favorite color, stainless. Yes, it's the grip zone, but man, does the grip zone feel good. And a subscriber actually sent me 16 mags. So shout out to you. That guy's a legend. He's like, I got rid of mine. I have all these mags. 16 mags. Or maybe it was 12. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's ridiculous. No one does nice stuff like that. Nobody. I help tons of people out because of this channel. You guys don't even know what I do behind the scenes. I help a ton of people out with firearm stuff, accessories, whatever I can get, I help people with. Rarely is it that someone helps me. My buddy Heg helps me out a lot, and this guy was awesome. I have a couple subscribers. Shout out to you. He sent me this. So really cool people out here in the gun community. If we actually came together and weren't just rude and mean to each other, which occasionally, I'm not going to lie, in the comments, I do get a little upset. I'm human. My bad. But love this thing. Very flat shooting. 9+1 capacity. Love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. Flat as can be, accurate. Yeah, it's subcompact, a little thicker, heavier than 45, but I like 45. Especially where I live in the winter, get a solid projectile with this thing, like a G9 or Underwood Extreme Defender, and this is a heck of a setup. I love this thing, and yes, I actually do carry it. Next up, this is a legendary pickup, 100% legendary. $315, the FNS 9C. Want to see the trend here? 40s and subcompacts and 45. No one carries 9mm, but you know what's interesting? When crap hits the fan, the 9mm is gone, like the pandemic, right? On top of that, what do you call it? I am getting these deals because of stuff being in 40, 45, and subcompact. I don't care. The larger calibers you can convert with 40 and stuff like that. But also subcompacts are just perfect. I don't know why everyone is fine with a compact or a full size or a micro 9 and lower. But the subcompacts, they just count out. But it's fine for me because I keep snagging up heck of deals. Sorry, I don't like to swear in here. You know what's interesting though is I can make this into a compact. It comes with a 17-round mag. You can never take a compact and make it smaller. That's the thing people don't seem to get. People always want to follow instead of lead. That's why I lead over here with the subcompacts, and that's what I'm known for. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm smart the way I go about things. I can make this bigger, but I can never make a bigger gun smaller. So it is what it is. Love this thing. Great trigger, even though it's the hinge trigger. Nice finish on it, just classic FN. Just runs. 12+1 in the setup. You get 2.5 fingers on it. 2 fingers on it. With the base plate extension, you get 2.5 with my other mag, or a 17-round mag. I love this thing. For $315, you can't go wrong because this will last you a lifetime. Just look at, it's crazy. These prices are ridiculous. Here's another good one. It's a single stack. I don't care. My wife loves shields. I'm all for it. She just likes single stack shields. She doesn't like the Shield Plus as much. Whatever. $200. MP9 Shield, just regular, 2.0. Great finish on it. 8+1 in the setup. It's reliable. It's never gonna go wrong. I've shot it. It's been reliable as can be. My wife likes it as her backup. She has a Walther PPS M2 as her main carry. Once again, a single stack. But I told her, if anything ever went wrong, you do want to have a different backup. So this is her backup to EDC when I'm not using it. So I actually like this thing. I actually carry it from time to time, not as much anymore. But when she does want it or wants to use it or shoot it, we take off the whole grip. But heck of a deal for a backup for your wife, solid as can be. I was going to give it to my mom, whoever. For that price, just buy it and hold on to it. Why not? Why not? And I just get roasted for all this stuff, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really care. Here's a great deal that I got roasted for. The Grip Zone, the Mod 2, 3.3 in 9mm. Yes, another Grip Zone pickup. Obviously, it was probably the same owner because I literally bought these back to back. Once again, look at the finish. People don't shoot that much. They just don't. They take their handgun, they carry it, but they don't test it like I do. They don't shoot 1,000 rounds. I'm not talking about everyone, but a lot of people. $275. Nothing wrong with this. Fiber optic front sight, 2 white dot rear sights. Easy. I love it. 13 plus 1. I actually carried this. This was a church carry for a little bit. Just when stuff was going down with churches and they were under attack, and I just felt like I need a little bit more capacity in there, and I love this thing. It is super flat shooting. The whole entire XD series is flat shooting. Even the XDSs, which are the single stacks, even the 1M45, they're flat shooting. So you can just imagine how nice this tank is. And considering that the XD, this same version, although the original one was one of my first handguns ever, I like these things. They're great for teaching people how to carry with a round in the chamber. You have a grip safety and a trigger safety or a trigger dingus. Yeah, it's just a great pickup. $275. Once again, store it. Give it to your mom, give it to your dad, give it to a family member, just say you don't owe me anything. For that price, I'm going to grab it and I'll get some use out of it. Even if it's just a range toy, a plinker, whatever, it is what it is. But that's just how I think. So it is what it is. Next up, Glock 27. Man, look at those big knockers. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Civil Liberty. And no, we are clear. The Civil Liberty in 40s. What the? Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. Anyways, yes, this probably wasn't the best used pickup in the world, but for $300, a Glock 23, what I noticed is the barrel had no wear. It was just the finish. So this was literally a handgun that was carried, barely shot. The barrel and the bore are flawless, and just the finish wore off over time because it's a crappy finished Glock 23. But guess what? I have Glock 23 slides upstairs. I have Glock 23 parts upstairs. I literally have enough to rebuild the whole thing. The frames go for like $150, $200 alone. So why not? And guess what? They came with Trijicon sights. I took those off, put them on my Glock 26. Trijicon night sights. That's $130 right there. If you're smart about the way you do things, you could part off a handgun. I mean, like you really could if you wanted to. If you're building it out or whatever the case may be. But yeah, XS sights. I love XS. They're my go-to. You saw that on the that shield as well. These are the eye dots. Love them. And yeah, absolutely love it. But base plate, really cool. It's one of those Glock ones with the tan. Awesome grips on it. And love my Glock 23. Around here, this would be a good woods carry. There's no bears in the general area that I live. It's coyotes, wolves, stuff like that. So you are good to go. And I wanted another Glock 23. It is what it is. For $300, and it runs. It's got this cool little logo and imprint in it. I sort of like the way used handguns look. I mean, the wear. It shows, it's got like, I don't know, a nice characteristic to it. It is what it is. Once again, $300, why not? I love this thing. And guess what? Not a single problem with it. Every handgun you see that in this video has not had a single problem. And if you guys are looking for some optics, Optics Planet, code SPNF. That's code SPNF for 7%. I do not make money off of it. So that's literally just a code to help you guys out. I just got an SCS for a Walther PDP Compact. Stay tuned, guys. Anyways, last but not least, one of my favorite pickups. Notice it again. Glock 27. This one was a Gen 5. All the wear is from me. This is all holster wear. Glock 27, Gen 5 in 40. Notice it's in 40. Subcompact. The Glock 23 was in 40. You can make it a Glock 19. You can make it a Glock 32 and 357 SIG. Anyways, there was nothing wrong with this handgun until I got it. But I shoot a lot, I holster a lot, I practice draw, so I beat up my handguns. Nothing wrong with this thing. OEM performance trigger, $300. It's a Gen 5, $300. So I threw on some XS sights because I had them laying around the house, threw a millspin backplate in there. When you buy a used handgun, it leaves you room for a holster, some ammo to test it and train with. On top of that, maybe some extra parts, some new sights, whatever you want to do. This is Glock OEM Performance Trigger. If I would have bought a brand new one, that'd be $500 or $550. Instead, I got it for $300, had nowhere. I mean, just look, all you got to do is strip the handgun there, do a quick field strip, check it out, check the bore, make sure it's good, solid condition, and then you got nothing to worry about. I've never bought a used handgun that steered me wrong. Never once. So never a single issue. And even if you do get something that steers you wrong, typically the firearm companies will take care of you. They'll fix their problems. Anyways, if I would have got a, like I said, $550 for a new one, I paid $300. Performance trigger is $90. So $390, and I got the performance trigger. Excess sights, you know, $90. That's $480. Once again, still cheaper than a Glock. Brand new Glock. Then, you know, grip tape or whatever you want to put on it, $25. I'm still cheaper than a brand new one. I mean, I kid you not. Came with 3 mags. Love this thing. And this is the Glock 27 that I carry. This is actually my carry 27. Oh yeah, extended slide stop. Like, what the heck? Solid deal. And I carry this. I get a lot of use out of this handgun. This is my main 40. This is the 40 I actually carry. You saw the other one. This is more of a planker, and just because the price was so nice. You see this one with the use and the wear. Love this thing. So buying used at the end of the day is a great way to go. Too many people are harsh and negative and blah, 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 blah. It's a great way to go about buying guns. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.